We just talk about billions of connected devices, the future of machine-to-machine communications. Where do you think is the bottleneck? Is this the technology or it's in somewhere else?
So the machine-to-machine world is an incredibly complex one with many different pieces, and there are quite a few that still need to be completed. But my thinking is that actually one of the key problems is the lack of a suitable wireless connectivity, one that is very low cost, perhaps only $2 for the chipset, can deliver 10-year battery life, and yet can provide coverage everywhere. And cellular doesn't quite deliver against those. So I think we need a new standard for wireless communications that's targeted very specifically at machines and can deliver exactly what they need for this new world.
Do you think it's going to be a separate communication system? Wouldn't it be integrated in 4G, 3G, today's legacy systems?
I think it's going to be separate, actually. It seems to me that as cellular has evolved, it's got more and more specific to very high speed, very low latency, quite costly, to deliver one quite particular thing, which is high-speed internet connectivity. And indeed, if we look at 4G, it's so specialized in that space, it doesn't even do voice. And so that is handled on other systems. And so as that becomes more and more specialized, there's an increasing need for other communications technologies that deliver other very particular needs. And we see that in many other industries. As the car evolved, that we have more and more different kinds of specialized cars rather than one very standard car. I think we're seeing the same in the communications industry as well.
Then how about the business models? Because for cellular communications, we have one type of business model, the operators, vendors. And how about, in this case, machine-to-machine communications? Do we need new models?
I think more or less the same models fit in that we'll have operators building national networks and delivering coverage and then charging the owners of machines for that communication. There may be some slight differences. So, for example, the owners of machines are often companies like an electricity generating company that owns smart meters or BMW that owns cars, and they will be charged for that connectivity. So it will be a business to business kind of charging model rather than the business to consumer model that we're used to in the cellular industry. But apart from that, I think it is still more or less the same kind of value chain that we see in the existing cellular world.
Okay, some last question. Actually, one last question is about, do you have any message to the fellow researchers doing research on this subject? What are the burning points?
It seems to me the burning points are, how do we bring all this together and introduce it across such a wide range of different applications? So there are thousands of different possible machine applications. We only are starting to understand them now. And there's no one that seems to be strong enough to dominate and require us to build the network. So we need to do it on the basis of lots and lots of different ones. But how do we do that? What's the way, the business models, the new concepts, the new ways of getting that kind of investment on the back of such a diffuse marketplace?